Hi everybody, it's Jeanette again. I just wanted to come in and share this video with you. This is a journal that I made for my sister. She is very much my polar opposite. I am flowers and lace and ribbons and bows, and she is more bugs and snakes and nature and outdoors. And so this was kind of really fun for me to step outside of my normal comfort zone to make a book that would suit her taste rather than mine. So I hope you enjoy just kind of this little flip through. Let me make sure that I'm where you can see me. So I used a lot of vintage printables again, because we both do appreciate vintage. A little bird washi tape. And I just kind of tried to include a lot of the things that she loves. She started out falling in love with birds, and it just kind of emerged from there. They lived next door to an entomologist that studied bugs, and he kind of got her interested in learning more about bugs. Her family kind of followed in her footsteps. They all are very nature-minded, and my nephew, he picks up spiders and lets them crawl on his hands, and it freaks me out. I'm not gonna lie. I can't imagine letting a spider within 10 feet of me, let alone letting one crawl in circles over my hands. Spiders, I don't do. Snakes, I'm okay with. I'm not a real big fan of holding them the way they are. My sister had a pet rubber boa that she would wear wrapped around her wrist like a bracelet, and his name was Slither. Slither is no longer with us, sadly. Rest in peace, Slither. But growing up, my sister we had a pet black widow named Sheila, because my uncle found it in his garage and my sister decided to rescue it. And when we would go up to my grandma and grandpa's farm, there were always like water snakes and garter snakes around, and my sister would go pick them up and carry them around with her. She's very outdoorsy. I spent most of my childhood traipsing through my grandparents' pastures because she would drag me off into the fields with her. This one says, "Some people strengthen others just by being the kind of person they are." And that's kind of how my sister is. She teaches people that bugs and snakes and all of those things aren't something that we have to be afraid of. They're more something that we need to take care of, because they keep our world functioning the way it should, I guess. This is my page. I figured there had to be a little bit of me in her journal so that she wouldn't forget me. So it's got little pom-pom balls and pink and frou-frou and flowers. But I kept all the rest of it pretty much true to her. And I don't think she'll hate the pink anyway. I made her wear pink at my wedding, and oh boy, I never heard the end of it. But it's only fair because she made me wear Waverly curtains at her wedding. I would take my pink over her Waverly curtains any day. I love all of these old botanical prints. I was able to find some really neat ones, I think, that would fit the theme of her journal. I found some little bug stamps at the thrift store. I'm in love with this bee. This is the same image that's on the front cover. I just really, really liked it, and I had one page that didn't print right, so when I had that left over, I decided I would use it for the cover. She was trying to learn the difference between all the pine trees once, and we had to stop on a hike and look at every pine tree so that she could feel the leaves the pine needles, and see if they were firm or if they were soft. I love this stamp too. I think it's my new favorite. Little Indian paintbrush. She drags me on these wildflower hikes, which she loves, and I think she's trying to kill me because I, unlike her, am not an outdoor kind of girl. But there's a little paper clip with a little hummingbird to hold that flap closed. Uh-oh, these are supposed to go in there. Feathers, robins, little snake print on a flip up, some little frogs. We were always catching frogs when we were little kids. Always, always. We'd bring them home and put them in a jar, and they'd shrivel up and die, and we could never figure out why. But, you know, probably because they were chorus frogs and they need to be near water and not trapped in a old mayonnaise jar with holes punched in the lids. She speaks French, so I cut up a French book to put in here. This is a thistle. This is one of my favorite flowers. And everybody thinks they're garbage, but they're one of my favorites. A little envelope with a little leaf stamp. Another little page. Some more pine trees. A feather stamp. This was another one of my favorite pictures of the ones that I found. I really liked that one. Some more bird washi tape. Awesome owl. So anyways, that's the book that I made for my sister. I really hope she likes it. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and it was kind of fun to do something outside of my norm. So when this you see, remember me. I hope you liked it.